YouTube, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Mitch Motives. It's your boy Jaden. Whatever you want to call it, man. So look, not really early morning. It's afternoon. About to take my ass to work. Quick little video. Make sure you cherish the good and the bad. You know, having conversation. I was having one how long ago? Like 2 days ago with my mom, and she was just telling me that things have changed so much. It's so nice to see how both me and my sister, we've grown up. She's just proud of the people that we're becoming. You know, just a solid head on our shoulders. Respectful, driven, loving too. Just like a lot of the things that she's instilled into us since we were young. But she was just telling me that now that she's older, she's in her mid-50s, and she's just reflected on life. She has more years behind her than she does ahead. So that really put things into perspective for me. And then she was telling me to make sure you just cherish the good and the bad. Like, it's just really one of those things. Life wouldn't be life without the good and the bad. There's going to be times when you're stressed, where you don't know what to do, where you don't know if you know what you're doing. You don't know if you made the right call. You're going to be doubtful. You're not going to always going to be 100%, right? And I say all this because the hard times don't last forever. Growing up, sometimes I feel like I was a late bloomer. Sometimes you might feel like you're a late bloomer. Sometimes you might feel like you're ahead of the pack. Regardless, everybody works on their own timeline. It's just a matter of being in the moment, understanding where you are right now, and then being like, okay, cool. What are the sort of things that I gotta do in order for me to possibly be comfortable in the future? And comfort and success, all of those things are going to be different for everybody, right? I'll always say it. My version would just be able to just take care of the people that I love and that I care about with ease, no problem. Don't have to bat an eye at anything. You need something, I got you. To be self-sufficient, but also help out people that need to be helped. That would be my version of it as of right now. That could change in the future, but sometimes you got to ask yourself these questions and just be like, hey, what kind of work are you willing to put in? Right? Obviously, there's a lot of work that has to go into it. You also got to get a little bit lucky. Make sure you're playing your cards right. Taking it a day at a time, because remember, this life stuff, I'll always say it, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, you could have 2-3 bad years, and then the rest of the years after that, let's say 5-6 years after that, you're flourishing, you're doing your thing, you're creating motion for yourself. But you got to make sure it's one of those things that you really want for yourself. Like, you got to have a conversation with yourself. You got to check in with yourself. Sometimes people don't really have the conversation with themselves often, because at the end of the day, when it's time for you to settle down, go into your room, clean up, you're going to be staring yourself in the mirror being like, okay, are you proud of the person you are or the person you're becoming? Or it's just one of those things where you're like, I wish we would have done things different. The one thing I'll say from that is I think we're always going to have things that we wish we would have done different. But as long as you can sort of get an idea of why you wish you would have done something different, you can always make the changes in the future. But sure, it might sidetrack you for a little bit, but it's just a matter of how bad do you want to fix it? You got to ask yourself that question. You got to make your decisions and just roll with the punches, bro. If you're not rolling with the punches, you're gonna keep getting hit in your liver, face shot, uppercut, left hook, right hook, jab, 5 jabs in the face, and you're gonna be stunned. You just gotta make sure you cherish the good and the bad, because without it, you're not gonna really live in the moment. That's one of those things. That's why you gotta just be grateful. Boils down to gratitude. I got that tatted for a reason. Even in the times where I might have been feeling shitty, and even in the times where I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? Even in the times where you might have felt like that, you just got to think back to what got you through it. Was it the people you had around you that got you through it? Was it your inner voice that got you through it? Was it the vision that you have at the end? You really just got to ask yourself that constantly. If you're not having, especially as men, okay, if you're not having evaluations with yourself, reflections, like not doing shit, I'm just talking about thinking about what kind of things you need to work on. You need to do an appraisal of yourself and be honest. Okay, a lot of people like to stunt their growth by thinking that things are set in stone and then they're done and that they're complete and that they're good. They don't have to work on shit. That complacency stuff will get you stuck, bro. You have to do a proper appraisal of yourself constantly. If not constantly, just do it often. Because as much as we might say that, you know, comparison is a thief of joy, yeah, you're not wrong. Just understand that the world is competitive. And if you want to sort of find a little cope to make yourself feel better, you could do that by all means. But just understand the world is competitive. And if you're not willing to compete in this world, okay, this shit will eat you up and leave you out there with no remorse. You think this stuff has emotions? No. That is why even when you're going through the rut, even when you're going through the trenches, you could say, cherish it, because it's those same situations that make you into the person that you are. Trust me, being 24 and I'm really reflecting on how I used to be when I was 18, 19, 20. Not the most confident. Wasn't hitting the gym. Wasn't really sure of what I wanted. Right? You just got to keep on going with it. You got to keep on rolling with the punches. And over time, over the course of years, you will see what rolling with the punches has done to you and where it's gotten you. You can go through your little training arc. I remember I went through a little training arc. I went 2 years straight gym, school. Still had my homies around me. Just settled, trying to like find out who I was as a person. Even now, I'm still trying to find that out. But one thing I will say is it's that kind of work that you got to do for yourself. Especially you. If you're watching the video, cool. Again, I make these videos as a reminder for my future self and whoever else watches. If you can take something from it, that's dope. If you don't, that's cool too. You just gotta remember why you even started this stuff in the first place. That's just my point of view, at least. But yeah, man, just have certain conversations with people. I love having conversations with my mom because she's just so wise. And anytime we get to things get to spinning, I get to thinking. I'm like, okay, cool. Now that we've already spoke about this is what else I gotta do. Have the conversations with the homies too, man. Have conversations with the ones closest to you that can be honest, because they have seen your growth more than anything. Yeah, we can always give ourselves reflections, but sometimes we miss little things. Get a second opinion. Do an evaluation on yourself, and then maybe someone that you trust, ask them a couple of questions. See where it takes you, bro. It doesn't hurt. I'm telling you, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, man, hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Hope you guys are saying I love you to the ones you care about, because life can definitely be short, man. Remember, there's gonna be a point in time where you're like, damn, I have more years behind me than I do ahead. You just gotta ask yourself, what kind of things are you gonna do to make sure you maximize your feelings? You feel fulfilled during that. If it's you just chilling, smooth sailing, cool. Congrats, you found something that suits you. It's a lot harder than people think. You just got to do what's best for you, man. That being said, I'm out.